Okay, what is a constructor in C#? So I'm actually going to take on this real quick. I'm going to create a different program real quick. We're just going to create a class. And we've talked about classes and objects, right? So inside of here, there's a little shortcut. If you do CTOR, which is what I CTOR, I feel like, and then tap twice.
Tab,
and then this will create your constructor. Now, a constructor, every class that's created, every class you create, has a constructor on there, whether it's visible or not. And this is basically what you start out with. So class 1, I'm going to go back and say person right here. And we're back in our world.
I guess it's important to point out that the constructor name and the class name
has to be the same.
Have to match.
Yes. And it doesn't return, right?
Technically, I guess you could say it returns the whole object.
Yeah, okay.
It's a way of thinking of it. Yeah, it doesn't have a return on it.
And then I'm going to put a property on here, which is prop.tab. And I'm going to say...
name?
Sure, name. I was going to do something like, oh man,
age?
Sure, age.
I'm just making stuff up.
Yeah, I like age. So, and when this, and age is not null. Every person in existence has had an age at one point. And when we knew this up, I like that. You can put this if you wanted to, but you don't have to put that. You would say age equals 0. So basically, the constructor, all the constructor does is when I new this up, right, or I instantiate it, person.
Mike?
Yeah, Mike. Don't confuse that with the name, but this is the object, Mike. Now, if I go here and I say int what is the age equal Mike's age. This right here, which is how I look at it, I don't know if just how I looked at it in my life from very early programmer. This is constructing it, and this right here is actually it's basically reminding you that you are creating that constructor.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, when you run that constructor, so when I run this, it's actually running your constructor and setting age to 0. Now, there's all kinds of different ways to do this. Maybe there's some things you want to set up with every person or every car. You want to make sure every car starts out with a speed of 0, or every person starts out with an age of 0.
I guess a lot of it is setting defaults.
Yeah, it's setting defaults, but it's doing other things.
Opening
as well.
SQL connections,
right.
Consuming resources.
Yep. But that's that constructor. And whether you have it here or not, if I commented all this out, nope. There's my comment button. Or if I just deleted this, this is still there in the background.
It's going to create one
blank.
That's blank.
Yeah.
By default.
And you can have multiples if you wanted to.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
If you wanted to, we could have another one right here that you can, well, let's do this.
Pass the age to.
Yeah, prop. And string, and we're going to do name, and then string name there, and there we go. It just did it for me. So this is a person that was created in the hospital, popped out of their mom, and they couldn't figure out the name. So, but this is a person that popped out and they already knew what the name is. So this might be a couple, they popped out, but they're still struggling with the name, I guess.
Parents haven't decided yet.
Parents haven't decided yet.
So when you go back to line 9 now,
yep,
you have an option of constructors.
So now, if I go here, there's an overload, 1 of 2, and then you can put the name as well. So since we know it's going to be
Michael.
Yeah. That's my mom named me a long time ago, and she hates the word Mike, I think. But and so there we go. That is basically a constructor. And you can think of just this right here as just reminding you there's a constructor there.
I like to think that the constructor, we talked about thinking of classes as blueprints.
Yeah.
And when we new up an object, the constructor is the code that runs.
Yes.
It's constructing the blueprint. If you
Yeah.
want to think of it that way.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, that's another.
Thank you for watching that video from F12 Programming. Please remember to like and subscribe. That does so much for us in the ratings. You have no idea. Also, don't forget to comment below. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck coding.